Attention passionate LAS, Vegas Raiders fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC West and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Las Vegas Raiders' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Las Vegas Raiders fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and LAS, Vegas Raiders FANS. Let's get to the news, hey Raiders Nation. Buckle up because today we're diving deep into some electrifying news that could shake the foundation of the AFC West and honestly have long-lasting implications for the Las Vegas Raiders. The NFL is a league of constant evolution and the Raiders are making their mark in a big way. The buzz around town, around the league, is that the Raiders are not just sitting back and watching the NFL drama unfold, they're actively shaping it. And it all revolves around the strategic moves, the big negotiations, and the reputation that Las Vegas is building as one of the most aggressive teams in the entire league when it comes to player acquisitions. Now, if you've been following the Raiders recently, you know that this franchise has always been about resilience, grit, and a certain boldness that sets them apart. But what's happening now? Well, the Raiders are increasingly establishing themselves as a top destination for high-profile players, and that is no small feat in a league filled with so much competition. Recently, the buzz grew even louder when reports emerged indicating that Las Vegas has become the primary landing spot for a game-changing playmaker, someone who could redefine the team's offensive strategy and elevate the entire roster. And here's the kicker, this isn't just talk. The deal on the table is being valued at an incredible $120 million. Yes, you heard that right. A contract of this magnitude signals a clear message to the rest of the league. Las Vegas is serious about competing at the highest level. They're not just looking to patch up holes or fill gaps, they're aiming to build a powerhouse that can challenge the league's best, contend for Super Bowls, and leave a lasting legacy. But let's take a step back and analyze what this means for the Raiders' long-term strategy. Over the past few seasons, we've seen the team undergo significant changes. The departure of veteran players, the rise of young talent, and the coaching staff's relentless pursuit of excellence. The arrival of this top-tier playmaker is the latest piece in that puzzle. It's a clear sign that the organization isn't afraid to make bold moves, even if it involves spending big. That $120 million deal isn't just about acquiring a player. It's about signaling to everyone, other teams, fans, and the league, that Las Vegas is here to stay and that they are ready to take on any challenge. Now, what kind of player are we talking about? Well, the reports point toward a receiver or an offensive weapon that can change the game the moment they step onto the field. A player with explosive speed, exceptional route running skills, and the ability to make game-changing plays under pressure. Imagine the impact of a receiver who can stretch the field and make those impossible catches, or a playmaker who can turn short passes into long touchdowns. That kind of talent can transform the Raiders' offense overnight, making them not just a competitive team, but a dangerous one that defenses fear. And this move isn't happening in a vacuum. The AFC West is perhaps the most competitive division in the league right now. The Kansas City Chiefs continue to dominate, thanks to Patrick Mahomes and their high-octane offense. The Los Angeles Chargers are stacking their roster with star power, and the Denver Broncos are rebuilding with new coaching and key acquisitions. In such a landscape, the Raiders know they need to punch above their weight. They need to make bold, decisive moves to stay relevant and push for the top. This deal, this strategic acquisition, is a clear message. The Raiders are here to make a statement. But beyond the immediate impact, what does this mean for the team's future? Well, the Raiders have always been about building a winning culture, and bringing in a player of this caliber signals their intent to compete for championships. The organization's front office, headed by GM Dave Ziegler and head coach Josh McDaniels, has been working tirelessly to shape a roster capable of competing at the highest levels. This deal demonstrates that they're willing to spend big, to take risks, and to do whatever it takes to bring success back to Las Vegas. And let's not forget the fan base. Raiders fans are among the most passionate and dedicated in the entire NFL. The energy at Allegiant Stadium is electric, especially when the team is on a winning streak. The excitement surrounding this potential signing is contagious. Fans are already dreaming about the possibilities. Imagine the fireworks, the hype, and the energy that will surge through the stadium when this new star finally steps onto the field. It's about more than just X's and O's, it's about creating a culture of winning, a team that can bring a Super Bowl trophy back to Las Vegas. Now, I know some of you might be wondering, how does this fit with the rest of the roster? Well, the Raiders have been steadily building around their core, guys like Josh Jacobs, Max Crosby, and Davante Adams, who have shown they can be the backbone of a championship team. The addition of this playmaker will complement those stars perfectly, adding depth and versatility to an already talented squad. Plus, the team's draft and other free agent signings have been strategic, aimed at creating a balanced roster that can adapt to different game situations. Looking at the season ahead, the Raiders have high expectations. Last year, they showed flashes of brilliance, but consistency was sometimes an issue. With this new talent coming in, the hope is that they'll be able to take that next step, become more dominant on both sides of the ball, and finally push into the playoffs with a serious shot at the Super Bowl. The AFC is tough, no doubt about it, but with the right pieces and a little bit of luck, Las Vegas could very well be the team to beat. This move also sends a message to their division rivals, Kansas City, Los Angeles, and Denver, that the Raiders aren't just content with participating, they want to win and they're willing to do what it takes to get there. The AFC West is now a battle for supremacy, and the Raiders are making it clear that they're not just going to sit back and watch. They're coming hard with a clear vision of success and the resources to back it up. And speaking of resources, the Raiders' ownership, led by Mark Davis, has shown remarkable confidence in this new direction. The willingness to spend big to invest in star power reflects a long-term plan to establish Las Vegas as a football powerhouse. The city itself has embraced the team, turning Allegiant Stadium into a fortress filled with energy, passion, and hope. That combination of fan support, strategic planning, and bold moves is what makes this moment so special for Raiders fans. Of course, no big move comes without some questions. Will this player live up to the hype? Can the Raiders' coaching staff effectively integrate him into the system? Will the team's defense hold up as they push for a deeper playoff run? These are the uncertainties that every team faces, but the confidence, the ambition, and the track record of the Raiders' front office suggest they're on the right path. They're not just chasing headlines, they're building a contender. And let's talk about the historical context. The Raiders have a storied past filled with legendary players, iconic moments, and a reputation for being a team that plays with grit and attitude. From their early days in Oakland through their move to Los Angeles and now in Las Vegas, the franchise has always been about rebirth and resilience. This latest move, this massive signing, is just the next chapter in that story, a story of a team that refuses to settle, that continually aims for greatness. Imagine the impact on the locker room, on team chemistry, and on the overall morale. Bringing in a star of this magnitude can elevate everyone's game, inspire younger players, and set a tone of winning that permeates throughout the organization. It's not just about one player, it's about the culture they're building. The Raiders want to be a team that challenges every opponent, that fights tooth and nail for every inch, and that leaves a legacy of excellence. Looking ahead, the offseason is shaping up to be one of the most exciting in Raiders history. The draft, free agency, and these strategic signings will define the team's trajectory for years to come. The fans are already buzzing, sharing their hopes and expectations on social media, debating who this new player could be, and dreaming of a Super Bowl appearance. And honestly, with moves like this, it's not just a dream, it could very well become a reality. So as we watch the league unfold, keep an eye on Las Vegas. This team is not just building for the present, they're setting the stage for a future filled with success, championships, and memorable moments. The AFC West is about to get a whole lot more interesting, and the Raiders are leading the charge. It's a time of excitement, anticipation, and pure NFL spectacle, and I can't wait to see how it all plays out. And now, Las Vegas Raiders fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Raiders. Do you believe this move will propel the team to a Super Bowl? Who do you think the star player is? Are you excited about the upcoming season? Let us know, and don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Las Vegas Raiders news. This is a team that's rewriting the script, and we're all part of this incredible journey together. Thanks for watching, and as always, go Raiders.